Cute as a cupcake, where the cupcakes are more than just cute, they're delicious. Now, coast to coast and all in between, you can have Cute as a Cupcake delivered to your front door. Go to www.cuteasacupcake3.com and have them delivered to your front door. Yes, that's www.cuteasacupcake3.com. And you guys, look, so I got some delivered to my front door. I always liked the cupcake in the jar, which I hadn't heard of before Cute as a Cupcake came along. So I got cupcakes in the jar. Red velvet is my favorite. And then I also got birthday cake, which is because it was around my birthday. And I got strawberry. All cupcakes in the jar. Strawberry is my all-time favorite from being a little kid. So I got all of them. But you don't have to get the cupcake in the jar. You can get regular cupcakes. Earlier this week, or maybe last week, on Instagram, they posted a Bailey's strawberry and cream cupcake. You heard me. Bailey's strawberry and cream cupcake, and it looks so delicious. So you guys get to www.cuteasacupcake3.com and order your cupcakes today to be delivered to your front door. Follow them on Instagram too while you're at it. So if you're on Instagram, they're Cute as a Cupcake 3 on Instagram. Follow them as well. So let's get into the show. Good afternoon, and welcome to the 800 Credit Score Man Show. I am your host, Kevin King. He is I, and I am him, the 800 Credit Score Man himself. And once again, thank each and every one of you for coming in and listening to the 800 Credit Score Man Show. I truly, truly appreciate it. So look, guys, there is a lot of stuff going on. Oh my God, there's so much stuff going on. The whole coronavirus, COVID-19 has really shaken up the credit world along with everything else that is done. And so there are a whole bunch of changes that have gone down so far because of what's going on in the world today. So we're going to discuss a lot of that stuff today because there are some significant changes and some things that you need to know about, that you need to be aware of. So today we're going to discuss those things on the 800 Credit Score Man Show. So once again, thank each and every one of you guys for coming in and listening to the 800 Credit Score Man Show. Look, ways for you to contact me. So I've been getting a lot of emails and a lot of calls and things of that nature. But ways you can contact me, make sure everybody knows. So you can text my number or call 312-600-5855. You can do that. You can email me at 800@creditscoreman.com. Yes, that's the number, 800@creditscoreman.com. You can do that. And, of course, you can hit me on social media, Instagram and Facebook. I'm at 800 Credit Score Man. And on Twitter, I am at @creditscore_man. Follow me on Twitter. I will absolutely follow you back. Instagram, maybe not so much. But if you follow me on Twitter, I absolutely hit you back. So that's at @creditscore_man. I'll follow you back on Twitter. Send me your questions. So we got plenty of questions. Maybe you have noticed. Maybe you've noticed we hadn't done a question of the day. So today we actually might do a question of the day. And we're probably going to do, if I remember, we're probably going to reach way back to early shows. And we might do a little something from an early show, if I remember, toward the end of the show today as well. So let's jump into the news of what's going on when it comes to this whole coronavirus and some things that have been changing, if you will, when it comes to our credit on a daily basis. So new news. One thing. You can get your free credit report every week. Every week. You hear me? You can get your free official credit report every week. Now, some of you are saying, what's the big deal? I got Credit Karma, I got Credit Sesame, I have Experian, blah, blah, blah. I've got all this other stuff. Here's the thing. So you can get your free official credit score every week now. Even though, the Credit Karmas, the Credit Sesames, the XYZs, they all give you, like, the credit report, and that's what should be on your credit report no matter where you get it from. This is going to be coming from www.annualcreditreport.com. So according to the Fair Credit Reporting Act, the FCRA, according to that, before this, we were allowed to get one free credit report from each of the three credit bureaus, which are TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. We were able to get one of those free on a 12-month rolling basis. I even told you guys I've got a whole strategy behind it and how to choose yours and when to go get it and all of those things. I told you that before, but now you can go there and you can get your credit report every week from each of the three credit bureaus. So now you don't have to wait. So what's the pullback on, say, like Credit Sesame? Credit Sesame, you only get one credit report. So now you can get all three. On Credit Karma, you get two credit reports. Now you can get all three every week if you want. Now here's what you really are looking for, because really every week is probably overkill. That's a little bit too much. Every week is a little bit too much. So that's probably overkill. However, the pullback and the difference is going to be that with those places that you get your credit report that I just mentioned, you won't get a credit score. So annualcreditreport.com does not give you a credit score at all. Now you can get your FICO score, because once you get there, what are they going to do? They're going to solicit you. They're going to solicit you to get your credit scores as well. Now you can go ahead and do that if you want. I haven't bothered to look it up, but before it used to be like you get all three of them for, I don't know, $39.95 or whatever it was. So let's see what they do in that regard. Or if you wanted to choose to just get TransUnions, you can get TransUnion directly from them, that credit score, and it'll be a FICO score, not a Vantage score, which you see on the Credit Sesames and the Credit Karmas. And let's see, even if you have a Chase account, if you got a Chase account and they give you your credit score, it's a Vantage score that they're giving you. So you'll be able to get your FICO score. Now, why is it important to get the FICO score versus the Vantage score? You should know this already, but let me point this out to you. 90%, yes, 90% of lenders use FICO. So only 10% of lenders use Vantage score. And frankly, I don't know the lenders that use Vantage score or use Vantage score exclusively. So 9 times out of 10, when you go to get a car, when you go to a furniture place, when you go to an electronic place, when you try to finance your phone or whatever it is, 90% of the time, 9 out of 10 of those places are going to be using your FICO score and not your Vantage score when you go in there. So that's the importance of having that FICO score. So yes, here's a word of caution. Go directly to www.annualcreditreport.com. Do not Google because you don't remember what I said. If it's Monday, you listen to the show on Sunday, or you listen to it today on Saturday, and it's Monday and you're like, oh yeah, let me go check my credit report, and you can't remember the website, come back and listen. The last thing you want to do is Google annual, whatever comes in your head, annual report credit or annual credit score, whatever comes to your head. That's the last thing you want to do is Google it, because if you Google it, you're going to go down a rabbit hole and you'll find yourself in a place where they'll be trying to charge you to get it, or some other nefarious things that may be going on. So I want you to go directly to www.annualcreditreport.com. That's the official place where you can go. When you get there, you give the option. You get TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. You get the option to get all three. Now, here's what you want to do. That report is going to basically disappear on you. So once you get in there for the week, you get in there and you get a chance to look at it. Once you leave it, it's probably going to be gone when you come back. So you're not going to be able to log back in and all that stuff and get to see it and all that. So what you want to do when you get there, you want to save it. Now, it used to give you a complicated code where you can go back and you have a certain amount of time to still have access to it. Maybe with the change, they're not doing this now. So what you want to do when you get there, you want to save your credit report. And you can't just forward it. So if you think, oh, okay, I'm at the website, I'll just forward it to my email, or I'll forward it to somebody else or whatever. When you do that, when you open it up again, it's just going to give you the generic website. It's not going to give you your credit credit report. So what you want to do is you want to save that credit report. If you want to look at it again, tomorrow, next day, later on this evening, whatever it is, you want to save it to a PDF, preferably. Save it to a PDF, and then send that to yourself or save it on your computer and whatnot. All right. Save it to a PDF so you'll have it. That way you'll have it yourself. You can go back and look at it. Other than that, then you have to wait till next week to go look at it again. When I say it's overkill to do it every week, there's not a lot of changes that happen to a credit report on a weekly basis. Credit lenders and whatnot, they don't report on a weekly basis. They basically report once a month. So if you've gotten your credit report and it shows and it's basically accurate, if your balances are off $20, $100 or whatever, or off just your last payment, then, there's not a lot of change for you to have to go in every week to look at them. But now you have that option to do so. So that's one of the major changes that have come about because of this whole COVID-19 thing. And I have no idea why they made this change to make it every week, but we'll take it. We'll take it. It's way better than it used to be, where you couldn't get it at all, and then you can get it if you got denied, and then you can get it one time, over rolling 12 months, and who knows how long this is going to last. I actually believe that they said it might last through April, so a whole year through April of 2021, where you'll be able to go in and look at TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian every week if you like. But you need to start by going to www.annualcreditreport.com. I wouldn't even suggest you go directly to the credit bureaus, transunion.com, Experian.com, Equifax.com. Go to www.annualcreditreport.com and let them navigate you and push you to the sites that you need to go to check it out. So that is one of the big things that have come out of this. So I want to make sure that you were on top of and aware of that. Let's move on to something else right quick. So let's move on to collections. So we talk about collections a lot and when to do it, and a strategy about getting your collections paid or negotiating for them to get paid. See if you can get them pulled off your credit report, things of that nature. So I'm of two minds about collections at this particular point in time. I really am of two minds about it. One is April. It's about to be May. And, my strategy is the last month of the quarter. So that would be June when you're trying to do that, when you're trying to do something with your collection. So I'm of two minds of that right now. Because if you were to do it right now, I anticipate, or I think that with all of the unemployment that's going on and unemployment filing and things of that nature, that collection agencies are not collecting a lot of money from people at this point. A lot of people are in dire straits at this point, so they're not doing a whole bunch of collecting. And then maybe they're a little more willing to negotiate with you because they aren't, getting those collections in. And then actually on the other hand, maybe they're trying to play a little, more hardball with you because they're not getting so much in. They're not collecting the, one agent isn't collecting on 10 accounts every day like he or she has been. And so now maybe they need we need to get a little of that extra money or whatever. And so maybe they aren't giving up deals, if you will, and negotiating in good faith and helping you out. On top of that, if this was a regular time, and it's not a regular time, which is why you would be getting this, but on top of that, they also could be thinking about your pockets. So they're pocket watching, if you will. They're pocket watching, and they're like, oh man, this family, they got a minimum of $1,200. If it's a husband and a wife, they got, they had $2,400 and they got 3 kids. That's another $1,500 they got from a stimulus check. So I know they're in here calling, trying to get 50% off of this collection, but I know they got extra money. So maybe I can pull a little bit more out of them. So, I'm of two minds about it. Maybe they'll work out and do some negotiating. Maybe they won't. But it's always worth the possibility, if you're ready and you're prepared to do something, to give them a call. Because again, on the other hand, they could be like a lot of places that are, forgiving late fees and things of that nature. It's possible that they got a little piece of heart as well,